Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showcasing the Flight Seat Pro by Next Level Racing. So without further delay, let's take a look at this fantastic bit of kit. So good day everyone, welcome back to another pilot stud video. As you can see on your screen, I have very quickly built the Flight Seat Pro by Next Level Racing. Now first off, as a little disclaimer, I was sent this very expensive product for free by Next Level Racing, but quite frankly, I care about the reputation of my channel more than my relationship with one of the many flight sim companies I work with, so this is my honest opinion. Now here is the final product incorporated into my setup, and as you can see, it's very sleek. To step back and actually show you what this is all about with my little dog Rosie here, you can see this is a very sturdy flight sim chair. Going out of the instruction manual, you can see the amount of stuff I can mount with it, and I have to admit I have been pretty vanilla with what I put on this chair, quite simply because I use my desk to mount most of my peripherals. Now building it does take long, but as you saw there, I did it on my own in a tiny little space, and I got it done across a few sittings in a matter of hours. And the finished product, as you can see on the screen, is this rather big but awesome looking cockpit chair that I can slide back and forth. I can even recline on it, and of course mount loads of peripherals to the side. This chair is designed to fit almost perfectly into any flight sim setup, and you can use it with the Flight Stand Pro to take it to the next level. I'll be talking about that later. Now I've been using it for just under 2 months, and I have to say it's very comfortable. In fact, I'm sitting on it now to record this voiceover. Now it is very expensive. It comes in at £599. That's excluding the flight stand, but it is very modular. It's even got a seat belt to allow you to link it up to a motion platform. I personally don't use the seat belt, although it does look cool. But yes, if you want to, you can use this with a motion platform to really feel flight. Now build quality out and about is superb. Fully metal construction, or full metal construction I should say, as you'd expect, with a variety of holes, ports, etc to mount your peripherals to. Now a thing I really like about this product is that it's on wheels. As you can see, rather sturdy wheels, and this means if I want to, I can move it about in my studio. That is a big plus for me, as it means I can sort of treat it not only as a flight sim chair, but also as a sort of office chair. Now for 600 quid thereabouts, that is very expensive, but if you're investing in a product that's going to last probably longer than any gaming PC you've got, honestly, it's all made out of metal bar the seat, then I do think it's a good investment. That being said, as I say towards the end, that is a lot of money to spend on one thing, and if there's other parts of your system or your setup you need to upgrade first, then of course you should do that. Now as I've already touched upon, you can buy the Flight Stand Pro, which I was also sent by Next Level Racing, and that allows you to mount more peripherals in a sort of cockpit setting. So if you've got panels you want to have in front of you, you can do that. Now this video on the screen shows exactly what I'm talking about here. You can link up the Flight Seat Pro and the Flight Stand Pro to have what they call a Flight Simulator Pro. That comes in at a price of just under £1,100. That is an incredible amount of money. I'm sure Next Level Racing have got their reasons behind charging that, but I would say I do very much struggle to explain that to myself. Bearing in mind I could buy 5 or so real life flying lessons with that money, even in today's climate. I guess you could say a flight simulator is going to last a lot more than 5 hours flying, but that is very expensive. As I've already said, and as it says on the screen, one thing I do like about this is how modular it is. The fact you can move it about, and the fact you're not really tied down to anything by your imagination. I know that sounds like a bit of a cliche, but whether you fly helicopters, fighter jets, airliners, Cessna 152s, Cirrus SR22s, you can really design the Flight Simulator Pro, whether you've got the seat or the stand or both, however you like. Of course following the very good instructions, but in terms of mounting peripherals to it, it's cliche, but the sky is your limit. So yes, it's sleek, it's heavy duty, it does the job and it does it well. But many of you may remember that I've reviewed a Next Level Racing product on my channel before. Yes, that's right, at the start of this year I reviewed the original flight simulator by Next Level Racing, with my exact version being the Boeing Commercial Edition, which has Boeing branding all across it. Now that comes in at a price of £700 nowadays, compared to both the Flight Chair Pro and the Flight Stand Pro, which come together as the Flight Simulator Pro. That is £400 cheaper. So the comparison from the beginning definitely leans towards the previous model. That being said, the current model is a lot stronger, it's a lot more modular, you can actually separate the two parts, and of course it's a bit more easier to transport, due to the fact that both the Flight Chair Pro and Flight Seat Pro are designed from the offset to be on wheels. Now that is definitely the big pro for me, and that leads me on quite nicely to the pros of this product. At least with the Flight Chair Pro, and I can't speak about the Flight Stand Pro too much because I haven't tried it yet, it's sat in a box to the left of me. I would say about the Flight Chair Pro is that it is incredibly modular, it's strong, sturdy, looks nice, is comfortable, and indeed is very easy to move about. Does this mean it's worth it? Well, we've already established it is very expensive, but I'm sure they'd pen it to you that this is a premium product. It feels premium, doesn't feel cheap in any way, shape or form, as you would expect, for the chair being just under £600 and the stand just under £500. That's not to say it's perfect. I think my biggest pet hate with the Flight Chair Pro is that you cannot mount a yoke to the middle of it. Now that forces you to buy the Flight Stand Pro, and I know that's the point of it, but you can mount, for example, a stick down the middle of the chair, but you cannot mount a yoke. To me, that's sort of tying your hands if you fly commercial or GA. And I think the big con as well, as I've already touched on, is how expensive this is. That's not to scare you away, it is a commitment, it is almost an investment. You are putting your money with Next Level Racing, and in return they are giving you a product which should last many, many years. I think it will personally outlive my gaming PC. That being said, in my opinion, while it is very well made, I do think it's a tad bit expensive. I think you could easily take off £100 from both the Flight Chair Pro and Flight Stand Pro. But at the end of the day, those are just my thoughts, so please leave your thoughts down below. This is definitely a fantastic option to, at the very least, look into if you're looking for a way to expand, elevate and improve your flight simulation rig. It simply does it in one box. If you buy the chair, you've got a new place to mount your stick peripherals. If you buy the Stand Pro, you've got a new place to mount your yoke, your panels and your pedals. Put them together and you've got a whole simulator. And that's all I've got to say. Thank you to Next Level Racing for sending me this product. It has been a joy to review. So there we have it guys, the Flight Chair Pro by Next Level Racing. I know I got sent this for free, but I really do stand by it. I definitely prefer it to the former Boeing chair which I used to have in here. Please do share your thoughts down below, good or bad. I know there's some bad bits with it, it is very expensive and definitely isn't for everyone, but I've been using it for about 2 months now, and before that I was using the Boeing chair. I've now given that to a good friend of mine, so I'm sure he's happy with it. On that note guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to have you here on the channel today. Happy landings, bye bye.